What is up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Live Locks presented by Scores and Odds. If you haven't checked it out already, you're just making bad life choices. Go on over to scoresandodds.com. Get signed up where you have picks for me, Meansy, Noto, all the greats. Plus, you get access to this nice little prop shopping tool where you can see exactly what we project for each individual player, for each individual stat, and where the best line is. Like Jimmy Butler, we can see we project for 7.74 rebounds. The best line on his over is 6.5 at minus 118 over on FanDuel. Plus, you get access to Grant's Action Lounge. That's where I throw all my picks in every single day. Just go to scoresandodds.com/Discord. Get on in there because you can see exactly what I'm betting, when I'm betting it, and other useful things like this and that and all these things up out there on the screen. But we got a nice little day of hockey, baseball, basketball. I'm stuck in Wyoming, which luckily has free online sports betting, but limited choices in terms of sites. So I don't have a ton of bets today. And some of these I haven't actually bet because I don't have access to the site. I bet them at slightly worse odds, but I'm putting up the odds that you guys will end up getting. So let's just go ahead and break right into this, guys. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments section, throw them wherever on Twitter, wherever you want, and I'll get to them throughout the show. Let's start off with Ian Anderson over 4.5 strikeouts. I got it plus 128 FanDuel. You can get it at plus 130 over at Barstool. I think plus 126 over at Super Draft last time I checked. But he has not been great so far this season. Looking at his numbers, his strikeout rate is way down, but his swing strike rate is actually up. 17.1% K rate, 12.3% swing strike rate. He's going up against a high strikeout team in Miami. Not horribly patient. So this is actually a pretty good overall spot for strikeouts. He's due for some positive regression. He's going up against a bad team. You're getting big plus odds on Ian Anderson. This is just a bad overall line that I would suggest hammering. So I'm a big fan of it. Again, line's moving pretty often, but you can get it at, well, we can just check what Scores and Odds shows where the best line is at right now. I know it's on Superbook at plus 126, but it's only available in Arizona and Colorado, I believe. It's coming to other places, but that's where it's at right now. Anderson, see, plus 120 over at MGM. So it's moved pretty drastically on FanDuel, on what's it called? On Barstool, on Bet Rivers. But you can still get it plus 120, which I still like. Let's see. Jason Tatum over 6.5 rebounds. You can get at MGM at plus 100. We currently have him projected for 7.1, I believe. Let's see here. He's got 12 and 8 over the last two games. We have him projected for 7.16, 12 and 8 over the last few games, 5 and 6 the games before that. So it was pretty close, averaging over 7 between this round and the last round. Elimination game, he's going to be doing a ton on the boards, getting at plus 100. Great odds in my opinion. Marcus Smart under 2.5 turnovers. I don't even know what RG has projected. I just hit this line because it seemed off. We haven't projected exactly at 2.5, and yet the line's at -1 or minus 140. I don't care. Still solid overall line here. Looking at what he's done throughout the playoffs, he didn't play that other game. That game was a blowout before. 1, 2, 0. So he's done pretty well recently handling the ball. Again, elimination game. Think the number's just a bit too high, even though RG projections don't agree with me. Marcus Smart under 3.5 rebounds. Checking it out over here. RG projections has him projected for over. I don't care. The odds on it, not bad. -111 over at Fox Bet. I think this game could potentially be a blowout, so I'm rolling with the under. Sean Manaea over 6.5 strikeouts. Cardi kind of got me on this one. The bat loves Manaea today. Going up against the Pirates, Manaea this season. Let's see, pulling up 27% K rate. Pirates, like Hayes and Bryan, obviously don't strike out a huge clip. We look at these numbers going back to the beginning of last season, and you still have a bunch of high strikeout bats. Ignore Mitchell if he's in the lineup, only 3 at bats versus a lefty. Really doesn't matter, but this is a fairly high strikeout rate team. Manaea has been good. He's been efficient. He goes late in the games. He's been getting a decent amount of strikeouts recently. Been solid overall. Good pitching weather over in San Diego. Pirates, bad overall team. Getting this line at plus 118 over at Barstool. Solid odds. Marcus Smart over 5.5 assists. Again, got a lot of bets on Marcus Smart here. We currently project him for 6.2. I think we got plus odds on this. Yeah, plus 105 odds on this. So anytime RG agrees with me and there's plus money on it, just roll with it. Only had 4 in the last game. Only played 23 minutes. Not expecting that again. 7, 12, 10, 7 in the last 4 games. So hit it in 4 of the last 5 with the 1 under coming in a game where he only played 23.7 minutes. In one of those games, I think he got injured mid-game, came back. Yeah, it was this game against Miami. Only played 36 minutes. Should play close to 40 if this game stays close. Even if this game doesn't stay close, this line is just too low right now for how he's been playing recently. Just hammer the over. Ryan Pepio, that was it. I can never pronounce his name right. Under 4.5 strikeouts. He's got a matchup against Arizona. The Dome is open. The Dome is going to be open today. There is a lot of heat down there. I think it's supposed to be 100 degrees. We don't have a huge sample size. Like, this kid could be good at some point. He's not going to have the longest leash in this game. Probably going to go 75 pitches. Let's see what the bat has him projected for. Has him projected for 80 pitches, which I think might be a little bit ambitious, but the guy has good strikeout stuff. But going up against a team with a lot of lefties, going to platoon out a lot of guys, and could easily end up getting it 4 innings in. But with the Dome open, the heat, everything, this is very good hitting weather. And DFS, I'm actually on Arizona pretty heavily today. Don't see a ton of people playing them, and the weather is just far too good. Maybe they decide to close the Dome, in which case I'm kind of in rough shape, but it sounds like it's open. From what the report came down, it's going to be open. So should be a lot of runs there. Red Sox under 5.5 total runs. You can get it DK plus 100. Red Sox have been on an absolute tear recently, but I don't care. This is a high number. Going up against a rookie, making his 4th start. He's been better recently. Bradish is going to be a very good pitcher. He's going to be a good pitcher. Gives up a lot of fly balls, a lot of hard contact, but he's going to be good. He's been better recently. No, the Baltimore bullpen's not great. I know that they're playing in Boston, which very, very, very solid hitters ballpark, but don't really care. 5.5 is too big of a number when you're getting even money on the under. I know they put up 18 last night, and they put up 9 the night before. Really don't care. This number is too high. And then in this game, I have the alt strikeouts on Bradish and Whitlock. As I said, Bradish is a pretty solid overall pitcher, or he's going to be very good one day. Still raw, but still has strikeout ability, sitting at 25% K rate after not striking out anyone in the first game. Let me look at his stats here, because he started off pretty bad. I know that the bat disagrees with me on this, but getting 5+ strikeouts at plus 152 over on DK. Yeah, 2, 3 strikeouts in the first 2. Then 11, 6, and 5 over the last 3 outings, going up against St. Louis, New York, Tampa Bay. I know it's a tough strikeout matchup going up against Boston. It's a tough overall matchup. It's a tough ballpark. But getting plus 155 to get 5+ when he's hit this in the last 3 games, and he's got a great pitching arsenal. Going to face several lefties, and he's been pretty darn good versus lefties. Got a solid changeup, got a solid curve, if I remember correctly. Bradish, 5+ strikeouts, plus 152 at FanDuel. Go hit it. Garrett Whitlock, 6+ strikeouts, plus 152 also over at FanDuel. Same game, going up against Baltimore. Obviously, Mullins. We don't have a huge sample size on Rushman, but he's going to be good, but not going to keep a 7.1% K rate. But outside of that, in Santander, everyone's 20+%. We got a lot of high strikeout bats at the bottom. We got Mountcastle, Whitlock has been good. We worry about how late he's going to go into the game, but should get to 85 pitches. Let's see what the bat has projected for him. Whitlock is projected for 80 pitches, but solid overall K stuff going up against a very good K lineup. Baltimore bats are not patient. Whitlock should be able to get 6+ here, or at least at a much higher rate than the 152 odds project for him. This line might have moved already, but again, these are all alt strikeouts. So you just go over to FanDuel, go over to the same game parlay page, go to Whitlock alternate strikeouts, and you're good. And I think that's pretty much it for me today. If you guys don't have any questions, I'm gonna get out of here again just because I'm stuck up here in Wyoming. Gotta get some more work done. But yeah, that's basically it. Good luck tonight, guys. I'm out of here. See you, kids.